Hi everybody, I've just received a package from Loxley Colour today. It contains two images, one of which I'm going to show you right now. So this particular image I've just literally unpacked and had a very quick peek at, and my lord, I'm completely bowled over by it. If I'm totally honest, during the photo shoot we had some issues. You know, it was my first photo shoot in this particular genre. It could have probably gone a little bit smoother if I'm completely honest, but you know, sometimes you set these challenges and you have to work your way around it, and we did work around it. And then when I got back and I looked at the photographs, there were probably two photographs for which I could make an edit. And you know, I spent some time editing one of these photographs. The particular subject, a dog called Harvey, very excited dog, very young dog, didn't really want to sit in the middle of my background paper, and I can't blame it. You know, why should it, especially when there were doggy treats on offer. So we did our best, and the actual source image was, it needed a lot of work on it. You know, as I say, the background paper was half in shot, half out of shot. It was a very tricky cutout. Had lots of work, lots of Photoshop to learn in order to edit the image. But you know, I probably spent best part of 20 to 30 hours editing this particular image. And as I got further through the process, I realised that very early on I'd made a few fundamental issues with the cutout, which I couldn't really easily go back to fix without you know, causing me a lot of extra work. And to be perfectly honest, this was the first of a few shots to photograph this dog. Lee, the owner of Harvey, as sort of is helping me out with this process. So this was the very first shoot. And we weren't really expecting there to be any output from this shoot apart from a few test shots. So, you know, I continued to process it, and actually, you know, the sort of end image that I got and put up online, I was reasonably happy with, actually. So long as you didn't zoom in, so long as you didn't look for the faults that I knew were there. And I guess, you know, most people don't know that they're there to look for, so actually it's probably only me worrying about that. And that was it. And actually I wasn't going to get a print of it because, you know, I knew there were some flaws with it, and I wasn't too happy. But, you know, the more I kept on looking at it, the more I saw it online, you know, I thought, well, actually, you know what, it would be really nice to just get a print for Lee, and, you know, as a way of saying thank you, and as a sort of introduction to the next shoot that I'll do with him, and you know, the next shoot will probably look very different. You know, I thought it would be really nice to get a print done. So I selected a very nice textured paper from Loxley, and I've also had it foam backed as well, just for some extra durability and stiffness. And I'm just going to flick the camera around, and hopefully you guys can see. So here we go. So literally just taking it out of its bubble wrap, and then it's got this sort of foam insulation as well to give it some extra protection. It's very well wrapped. And here you go. I mean, look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. It really is. Really beautiful. I'm so pleased with this. Just look at that. This is the textured paper. If we zoom in a little bit and then try and focus, you can see how textured that paper is. It's a beautiful print. I'm so happy with this. So in order to print it from Lightroom, I first of all calibrated my monitor. I've got a BenQ monitor, which has got an Adobe gamut on it. And then I did a print proof within Lightroom, and I think the only adjustments that I had to make was to just brighten it up a little bit for the print. But you know, wow, this is absolutely phenomenal. The detail on it is just awesome. And even getting in really close. I mean, I'm looking now at an area of this print that I know there are some issues. You can't see them. You really can't see them. Oh, wow. I'm confident that that Lee will be incredibly impressed with this and incredibly happy to be the owner of this particular image. You know, this young dog here, Harvey, he works so hard for us on the day. You know, bless him. He's so young. He's about 3 years old, I believe. He's in this particular view here. He's really at the end of his trim. So I think this was literally a day or so before he needed his next trim. The sort of scraggy look. I know Lee likes the scraggy look with Harvey, and actually so do I. I think Lee's wife, Victoria, she prefers him to be really sort of plumped up and a sort of show poodle. But you know, and I will go back and photograph Harvey in that style as well. But wow. So here we have, as I say, we had a very complex cutout, and you know, you wouldn't know, you really shouldn't know if my job's been done correctly, and I think it has, and I'm absolutely bowled over with this image. So so thank you, Lee, and thank you, Harvey, and this will be yours as soon as I see you next. Wonderful, thank you everybody, bye bye.